Welcome back, guys, to the Minecraft Military Force. This is Arsenal update number 4. So right here, we're in the actual Arsenal world. There is a download link I'll leave in the description. So in this update, I added a couple new vehicles, and some are redesigned. So this is actually the T-90M Pro Reeve, and this is the brand new design. So what basically changed from the last time is the turret face over here. I actually moved it one block back. That sort of moved everything, so this should be a more accurate design. And then here I just have it with the fuel tanks here in the back, and we also have one with a train load like this. And they don't have that slat armor in the back, and there's also this exhaust port, which isn't on the other ones because I can't fit that detail. I also have some new tanks like the T-80U, and this one right over here, this is used by the 4th Guards Tank Division, and they have this camouflage, which is pretty common in this tank. I think it was also used in like some kind of revolution in Moscow. And yeah, I have 2 of them right here. This one, it just has that snorkel tube here in the back, while the other one does not. And then here I just have it in the plain green for T-80U, just like that. Another new tank is the T-80BV. So this is actually the PMC Wagner the Siberia, which actually rolled into Rostov-on-Don during the Wagner rebellion or protest. And then here I just have a regular standard green T-80BV, just like that. So over here we have some T-80BVMs. Now they actually have changed from the tutorial version. Again, just move the turret back so it is more accurate. Then here's the other one. Another new vehicle I've added is the Bohdana howitzer. So these are actually Ukrainian, and I have the Bohdana, the 1, 2, and the 3, and the 4. So all the Bohdanas, found out like the differences between them. Yeah, let's go over them here with the Bohdana. This is the 1.0. So this is the original Bohdana. It's more like a boxy figure. And here's the gun like that. It's 155 millimeter. And then here is the Bohdana 2.0. So this one, it has a slightly cooler design for the cab. It's an armored cab. And right over here, this is the Bohdana 3.0. I think this one has like a Tatra cab or chassis. That does look a bit different from the other ones. And then here I have the final Bohdana 4.0, which they are now producing. And I guess this is like the finalized design. And then I also have this one in firing mode with this thing going down. And I don't know if I showed this before, but that is the Shilka, the ZSU-23, just in case I didn't show you guys that. And here is a new surface-to-air missile. This one's the Osa, the 9K33, and I have 2 of them. Kind of looks like a boat. And the difference between them basically it's just the radar. This one is down and that one is mounted up. And then we also have the V-280 Valor helicopter, which I just made a tutorial on. So it's basically like a V-22 and a Black Hawk combined. And now for the workshop area, some stuff I'm still working on, like the T-90M. I need to add in the Nikita anti-radar camouflage cloth thing, and that's still in the works. And actually I built this before, but I didn't show you guys in the last update, but I am working on some Rochelle Senator, and this one is a Kozak. So these are just like some MRAPs or armored personnel carriers. And here's a look at the Ukrainian Su-24 Fencer. I am working on the camouflage. And right over here I have this Cross. I'm going to make a tank transporter. Also, I'm working on the Tunguska, the anti-aircraft system. This one's mostly done. I don't know, I just gotta check over it again. And then right over here is the 2S7 Payan, which I am also still working on. Not sure what to finish though. And then back over here we have the BM30 Smirch, which I am also working on, have the transport modes. Then I'm going to add in a fire one. This one's going to be a bit more complicated to make though. And I also worked on the hull of the USS Theodore Roosevelt. It looks a little bit better like this. I still need to clean this up though. And then here is Maidan Square in Kyiv, Ukraine. And by the way, you can download this map. I'll leave a download link in the description, even if it's not exactly complete. You can still see what it looks like so far. So the changes from the last time, I just worked on this main square a bit, and I started working on Globus Mall, and this part actually does have an underground section now. So there's actually many parts, like there's a staircase there. They're pretty much everywhere. But if you go down here, there's going to be this passageway. And then here, this is like a skylight above. And then down there's going to be this escalator, and then this is going to be also the mall area, which has multiple levels like that. And eventually I'm going to have to link it up with like this globe area here. I guess that's why they call it Globus Mall. Also start adding some more detail around, like this going to be this water fountain around this sphere. And also added some lamps and trees, just a little detail, some benches. And also this little store here. And I'm going to start working on these buildings. It's going to be a pain because some of them are on a diagonal. So yeah, looking forward to that. And then over here, I also worked on this building here. This one's a bit tricky to do because I think the roof changes a little bit in here. I'm not exactly too sure. And also like the ground level, it kind of changes as well. So it's going to make a little slope going up there. And then there also is going to be a slope going here on this side. Now for the Maidan Independence Monument, I did add in these memorial obelisk around. I'm not sure exactly what to call it. I even asked this guy and then he's like, I don't know what's exactly called. But I have a bunch of those around. And I also added this, square pattern around. Added the start. There's going to be a statue here. And there also is like some more detail on the sidewalk here. It's all brick. And I worked on the structure of this a little bit, making the proportions a bit better. There's also like roof detail. And the good thing about Maidan Square, there's a lot of footage of this place and pictures and even drones taking video. And I also added the Hotel Ukraine. This is the beginning. It says Ukraine right here, and then hotel in Ukrainian, and then there's going to be English. It says hotel on this side as well. That is still in the works, this building. We also have this like bridge thing we're going to start here, and then there's like another building here. I don't know what it is, but it looks governmental with pillars. And over here in the front, this one says, I love Ukraine, in Ukrainian. It's going to be a flower bed. I need to do the other side though. And over here, it's going to be a water fountain. And there also is this white building right there. Also added this like stand. They have a display, it says this actually took place, I think, in Independence Day, where they just laid out these military vehicles. They added some displays like that. And I'll have that, which I did add. I think this is like a T-80, some kind of T-80, maybe a T-80BV, which is destroyed like that. I also added the roof section of this building and changed the facade to make it more accurate. I also did add in the Nova Kakhovka area. I think the last time I uploaded the map, it didn't have everything, so now it should have everything that I built here, like all these like vehicles going down. And quite recently, I've also been working on Myrhorod Airbase, which is in the Poltava Oblast, although Poltava Airbase, that's completely separate, I found out. But yeah, here's how the runway looks like. It's a Soviet, so they have a lot of these tiles. And then here I have a couple of these Su-24s just taken off. So I am experimenting here with a bit of the weathering. Using WorldEd commands and the tiles, they are a bit of a pain to make. And I'm also making this out of like stairs, so let me know what you guys think. Do you guys like the stair effect? Because I do, but some people, they're like, oh, that's stairs, I don't like the holes. But I think it's better because they have thinner lines. So I worked on this part a bit and at the start of that section. And then there's this section here, so they have all sorts of markings on the taxiways, and I have some new revents. Which just opened up. I added these aprons, they're all connected. And then here I'm going to have some Sukhoi Su-27 flankers. And they're going to have all the equipment, like the ladder and the towing stick or whatever. And for the revents itself, I don't really have a reference of it. I'll only see it on like Google satellite view, so I'm not sure how exactly it's supposed to look like, but it's something like this. They're basically blast shields around, so if like a bomb destroyed this, the shrapnel wouldn't affect the other aircraft. It's protected from that one. I also added some hangars in this section, this 4 of them. And it was quite tricky to find the reference of what it actually looks like. They actually have like this camouflage pattern on it, but that was back in 2011, so I don't know if they actually changed it. And in real life, these things were actually bombed out by Russia, so they don't exist anymore, but I guess we'll build it before the attack. But here I just have a Su-27, and I just made it so it can fit that aircraft. And then here's with like the doors closed, I need to fill in this gap in the middle. And I also added another section here. It's going to be a diagonal. It's going to split off into 2 sections. So this section goes back over here. And there's going to be even more Revents around, filling up with more aircraft. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the update. I hope you guys enjoy. And again, if you guys want to download these maps, I'll leave a link in the description. If you guys like the video, hit the like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Join our Discord. And I'll see you guys in the next one.